Hi, welcome back. In this class, we'll look into a Python module called NumPy. Python core language does not include arrays. List objects are very similar to arrays, but they are not arrays. NumPy is a beautiful module that supports large multi-dimensional arrays and matrices. Also, NumPy includes a rich library of high-level mathematical functions to operate on these arrays. And NumPy is a part of the SciPy stack. And here is the website of SciPy. Let us go to that site. Here is a SciPy website, and here is the NumPy. This is the NumPy module, and if we want to use this module, we have to download this module. On a terminal window or on a shell, run these commands: conda update conda and conda install NumPy. And if you are using pip, you can also use pip install NumPy. And also for this particular section, I'm using IPython notebook, not IPython 3 notebooks. I have some, I experienced some issues with this IPython 3 with NumPy module. So I switched back to IPython notebook. And IPython notebook uses Python 2.7, and that is okay to use. Let us start some code examples. Let us first import NumPy as NP. I'll say import NumPy as NP, and if I execute this one, so that is fine, we're imported. Then let us create a list object. I'll say a equal to 1, 2, 3, a simple list with 4 items, a list object. Then using a list object, we can create an array. Say array1 equal to np dot array, and let us pass that list. That will create a array. It's not an MP, is NP. Okay, there we got the list. Array1 is a list of 4 items. Similarly, let us create another array. As a b equal to, as say 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here this array1 is a one-dimensional array with 4 items. Let us now create a 2-dimensional array. So for that, I created a list object with 5, 6, 7, 8 as items. And let me execute this. Then next I will say array 2 dimensions equal to np dot array, and use the square brackets. Just pass the 2 lists a and b, and let us see what we get. So that is a 2-dimensional arrays with the 2 rows and 4 columns. And also if you say array 2d dot shape, that will give you the shape of the array. It's a 2-dimensional array with the 2 rows and 4 columns. Also, NumPy comes with a range function called arange. Let us use that one. I'll say a. It will I'll say np dot arange. I'll pass 10, and let us see what is a now. A is an array of 10 items. Just like our range function, it created a list, an array with the 10 items starting from 0 to 9. This range function, we can also use the three parameters start, stop, and step. Let us create another array b equal to np dot array np dot a range. I'll pass three parameters. My start is 5, stop is at 50, and let us increment by 3. The step is 3. And if you see the b, again it's a one-dimensional array starting at 5, stepping by 3, and stopping at 50. Okay. And also let us create another array c. I say np dot a range. I'll pass just 25, that is a stop. To this I can call a method on this. I can say reshape. I can say pass two parameters. Let us say reshape as a two-dimensional array with 5 rows and 5 columns. Let us see what we get. So we created a two-dimensional array with 5 rows and 5 columns using the range function. The range function creates 0 to 24, and it is converting into a two-dimensional array using this, because of this reshape method, and it's converting to a 5 by 5 matrix. And also there's a function. You can say c dot we can find the sum of all the elements of the array, this multi-dimensional array. It will give you 300. If you sum all the numbers, you will get 300. And also there are some special arrays. Let us create a special array, zeros array. I'll say x equal to np dot zeros. Let us create a one-dimensional array with 10 items, and let us print that x. So it is a one-dimensional array with all zeros. See, you got 0 point, means each is like a float. Actually there is a method to find the data type of these. You can say x dot d type will give you the type of each element. Here these are float 64s. That's why there is a dot here. That is a 0. Let us create a two-dimensional array. I'll say y equal to np dot zeros. Let us pass 25. You can say reshape. You can do reshape on zeros also. Reshape, I say 5 by 5, and let us print y. See, that is a two-dimensional array with 25 items with 5 rows and 5 columns. Again, each is like a float. Also there is another special array called let us say z, called ones array. We can say np dot ones. Also we can just instead of doing a reshape, we can also do pass the rows and columns within a list. I say 5/5. That will give you a 5 by 5 matrix, an array with the 5 rows and 5 columns. Let us recap. First, we imported NumPy as NP. Then we created two lists, A and B. Using those lists, we created a two-dimensional array. This is a two-dimensional array, and if there's a shape method on that, it will give the shape of the array. And also we used arrange function to create arrays. This arrange 10 is giving a one-dimensional array here. Again, by using we can on arrange we can also use start, stop, and step. And next we created a multi-dimensional. This is a two-dimensional array with 5 rows and 5 columns using arrange and also using the reshape method on that. Also, there's a method sum, which will give the sum of all the elements of the array. And also we saw some special arrays, zeros array and also ones array. Okay, we'll stop here, and in the next class we'll look into arrays arithmetic. Okay, thanks.